My name is Richard Boraks. I'm a Toronto immigration lawyer. This week, people in the States and in Canada and around the world have been asking themselves a big question. How much hardship should we subject upon our immigrant kids? Those kids who are not yet here legally, their parents have issues. How much hardship should these kids suffer? Now, the Americans, they've gone through a traumatic experience this week, last few days, and they came to terms. They accepted that putting their kids through any hardship is the wrong thing to do. They agonized about it. They fought about it publicly. They did not need a court order. They did not need a Supreme Court order to force them into this thinking. They analyzed it, they fought about it, and came to the conclusion subjecting immigrant kids to hardship is not a good thing, unacceptable. Now, during this entire process that the Americans went through on this issue, they got advice from our Prime Minister. And Justin Trudeau clearly reflected the opinion of all Canadians that subjecting any kid in the immigration process to hardship is wrong and unacceptable. And that's what I want to talk about today. Trump does not have a Supreme Court order demanding that kids south of the border not be subjected to hardship. Trudeau has a Supreme Court order based on the Charter of Rights, his father's Charter of Rights, ordering him not to subject any child, immigrant child, to hardship. In December 2015, in the Kansami decision, the Supreme Court made it clear, children will rarely, if ever, be deserving of any hardship. In America, that was a matter of political process. Up here, it's the law. When the Queen speaks to the Supreme Court, the Queen means business. The Queen, through the Supreme Court, does not make suggestions or recommendations. She gives an order. And Justin Trudeau, he heard that order. Everybody heard that order. The Supreme Court does not work in a vacuum, in secrecy. Their decisions are public. They make an order. If you're ordered by the court to do something, you follow that order. If I'm ordered, I follow that order. Well, in December 2015, Justin Trudeau was ordered, I repeat, not to subject children in the immigration process with any hardship. And the court made it really clear and very specific that if a child has been in Canada for a long period of time, or for whatever period of time, and that child would suffer hardship just in leaving Canada, that immigration officers must be instructed to take that hardship not just into consideration, but once they've determined there is any hardship, that kid stays in Canada, period. That's not a suggestion. It's not a recommendation, not a maybe. That's the way it goes. So how is Justin Trudeau, how has he reacted to that order? Well, he reacted in a way that would put you and me in jail. What he's done, he's allowed his immigration staff, and I don't blame the staff. Immigration officers are uniformly good people who like to do the right thing. But they need instructions. They need guidance. They need orders. And what has happened with that Supreme Court order that demands, with the authority of Her Majesty the Queen, demands that the children not suffer any hardship. While the fact of the matter is, some immigration offices totally ignore, not officers, offices totally ignore those instructions, and most officers don't have the time, the ability, or instructions to follow through with that Supreme Court decision. So what do we have here? We have Justin Trudeau rightfully telling Donald Trump that it's wrong to subject any child to any hardship. They don't deserve it. Now, what does Justin Trudeau do? Well, I'll tell you what he's doing. This summer, you go to Pearson Airport, And you're going to see not one, not two, not 10, not 100. You're going to see a lot of children that were de facto raised here, that went to school here. Their kids, their parents pay taxes here, living in neighborhoods in the GTA and across the country. Those kids are leaving Canada not because they want to for a short vacation. They're leaving Canada because Justin Trudeau is kicking them out. Okay? Now, again, Trump caught the scorn of the world, and he reacted to it. Now, I'm here today asking Justin Trudeau to simply do what Trump did. Sit down, reflect, and do the right thing. Remember, Trump didn't have a Supreme Court order hanging over his head. Mr. Trudeau, you do.